Man, we here with the legend, man, the icon, the myth. You know what I mean? I ain't nobody standing next to him, and I'm cool with that. Listen, I'm cool with that, man. We gotta give respect when respect is due. Like this man just said that, you know, the icons that we looked up to, that you looked up to. We talking Eric B. and Rakim. You know what I'm saying? Rakim was my favorite artist before Nas. I even heard of any of them guys. I was a pup. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for him to tell me that he had something to do with them getting into a situation is legendary. We gotta give him his flowers, man.
And I actually picked up their records from disc makers in Philadelphia and took them around to the DJ booths. You know what I'm saying? Took them to Lady B and the DJ Chuck Chill Out and Red Alert and all them, and got that shit playing. When they heard it, the shit was mad. Everybody went crazy. From that point on, Eric B. and Rakim, every radio station I went to, before I left the station, that shit was playing. So, you know, it was crazy. But it's not just Eric B. and Rakim. You know, we toured together a lot with Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Wow.
You know,
Jazzy Jeff,
DJ Cash Money and Marvelous, and the list goes on, man. I could go on and on and on.
Enough.
We've worked with LL Cool J. You know,
the heaviest hitters in the game.
The heaviest hitters in the game. You better know who y'all talking to.
We just go on and on and on, because
at that
time, we was like one of the biggest promoters. We had a company called Show Jazz Promotions, and Show Jazz was like one of the first in this area, in the Delaware, Philadelphia area, you know, to do big concerts and shit. We went from high schools. Well, actually, we started in firehouses with breakdancing and just rhyming. You know what I'm saying? We went from that to high schools, from high schools to colleges, to next thing you know, we're doing spectrums. So, you know, the shit goes on and on and on, man. But in every city, I tell people, every city, there's somebody like you and I. You know what I'm saying? Every city that was there, and everybody don't know, like, when people ask me all the time about rap, how rap gets started. Well, man, yes, the home, it was started in New York, you know what I'm saying? But Philadelphia had a big part. Lawrence Goodman, he had Roxanne Shante. You know, they had to get them back. They was on the Philadelphia label. A lot of people don't know that. You know, Roxanne was actually a Philadelphia artist. She was signed to a Philadelphia label. But, you know, man, I can go on with stories all damn day. You know, but Philadelphia was huge, you know, in the game, as well as New York. Of course, New York is the you know, they get all the credit. I give them all the flowers. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm sure, you know, Philadelphia and Jersey came next. Then it went to LA. It's cold out here. I got tears in my eyes and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, this is a serious story.
This is real right here. We out here in the cold.
We got a documentary called Hip Hop's Great Migration, and it's going to tell the story from the beginning to where it's at now.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
Looking out for that.
Stay tuned for that, man. You know, my story light skin compared to his. Like, I was about to get y'all my joint, but it's like, I'm gonna keep my little story. OG just told you,
give him a little insight, man. Give him a little insight, Flock. Let him know a little something.
Man, I'm OBH Pretty Flat, and you know, I come from, you know, Philadelphia, North Philly, and you know, how I came into the industry was, you know, me and Cassidy, you know, was partners. You know, I was Cassidy's hype man. You know what I'm saying? I hyped his shows up before his shows. I helped. I didn't never write his rhymes, but I was a very big influence to his music, meaning that I was so hood and I had so much slang and so much personality. He would take things that I would create and make music out of it. And I never got recognized for it, and I never once said anything about it. I never, you know, said anything publicly, and it's still no ill feelings towards it. This is just my story. I never wrote for him. What I'm telling you is that we would have conversations, and I would tell different stories about different things, and he would write it into raps and make it sound real good. And I felt like that's what he was supposed to do. Honestly, it's like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have that kind of energy on people, but you're supposed to, you know, contribute that person. Be like, damn, you know what? Even though I didn't, it was my brain that this, that, and the third. But look,
Yeah, exactly.
on the lookout for the cut. You got to take care of your people. We helping each other, but at the end of the day, that's how my story started. So, you know, I did a song with Wyclef. You know, back when Clef was popping, you know what I'm saying? I came into the studio. The song is out right now. Queen's Flip just played it at the end of the interview that I just did with Queen's Flip with Leek Moss, A.R. Ab's little brother. I did a song with Wyclef. How that happened was I'm with Cassidy. Cassidy going to go into the studio to record with Clef. So Clef had an artist there from Philly. His name was, forgot his name, Hot Nigga, whatever his name, I forgot it was. He was from Philly. So I didn't know him until I got there. It's like, I guess he knew of each other. He knew of us or whatever. So we just started battling. It was a big battle going on. And I actually, Clef's like, look, whoever win this battle between you and him can get on this song. So I won the battle, and Clef said, you know what I mean, he put me on the song. And it's still out there to this day. The song is a classic. It's called, you know what I mean, Life in New York. Wyclef on the hook, and he got a verse on it. Cassidy's on there, and some guy named Shells that was signed to J Records. He was on there, and Wyclef artist named Trini was on there.
I remember that.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Wyclef, man. You know what I mean? So that's just a little drip of what I, you know what I mean, what I done.
You're going to get in on hip hop's Great Migration. You're going to get the whole thing.
Exactly. The whole kit caboodle.
Whole kit and caboodle.
Right.
Stay tuned. Look
Stay
out,
tuned.
man.
Right.
You just
That's
met
enough.
two amazing, great people, man, that contributed so much to the culture, man. All right, Blow It Up TV. We in the building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Blow it up.
Blow it up.
Blow It Up TV.
Yeah.